Hello, hello. Sub Noah, Thomas. It's the crack, lads. How was your Sunday? What's up, Arthur? Someone gave 5 stars to my game versus Swak on Kusoga. What is that about? How is that a 5-star game? Crazy. What's up, Niall? How's it going? That was like one of the. It was such a poorly played Kusoga. Oh. Anywho. Who's been playing? Is low. Not much. Not many ladder games recently. Not too many. Is the testing over on the test server? I assume it is. It was supposed to be. Oh yeah, it seems like it's over. You know, it did start like 3.5 hours ago. That would be a long test. Is anyone over there testing the matchmaker? The new queues? I was not available at the time, unfortunately. So bitter. I think UEF is this used to be a terrible faction on this map. I think now it's probably, like, say back in 2016, 2015, UEF was not very much loved on the ladder because of maps like this, basically. But nowadays, I think it's probably quite fine, thanks to the Riptides being better. Still not really a match for Seraphim, though. It's up 70%. This doesn't seem like a good order to be giving. Yeah, he should grab some trees. He's gonna break them, though. I don't know if you saw that, but you can see the trees kind of pop. And that's basically the transition between a tree group and a collection of single trees. So you can also see it from this view much easier, actually. I think they were already single trees there. You can use that to spot labs that are running through trees, which is crazy. And quite useful on certain maps. What's up? No 2100s. No. I mean, We're beyond that. Tex is beyond a mere mortal. He's going a land factory here. It's kind of weird. Also, his Hydra is very slow. So this build does not strike me as that magnificent. Decent bit of reclaim there, but this, yeah, I'm not sure about this. Not sure how I feel about this land factory, not having an air factory now. Swackle doing the normal thing, although he's also, well, his build lacks something. Going for a naval factory this quickly is also tricky. This is engineer and should have been assisting in the building of this air factory, so it could be done already. And he's overflowing power, which is unnecessary. Tex still does not have an air factory. 3 land factories. 4th air on Eye of the Storm is a not the usual thing. No engineer to the middle from either player, which is also very strange. This is a very unusual Eye of the Storm game already. This is not how the game is usually played. Do have a bomber, which is good, quite quick. I mean, it's really has a huge amount of potential damage here. Going straight towards the base is probably not the best approach, but it's fine. There's one thing you can do which actually just occurred to me. Say you want to bomb the bottom side. Obviously you need some air scout around. Also, you should see now that there's 1 air factory and 3 land factories, and actually a 4th land factory on the way. This is huge information. He has locked the Texas Inti as well. One thing you can do, you can come down here, bomb this rock or any of these, all 3 of them potentially, and then try to bomb the engineers that are on the bottom side as well. So this lab somehow survived that long? Not sure how exactly. I guess it was only fighting a Selene. And Tex, oh, that's a bad order. That assist order is terrible. He's gonna lose an Inti for that. And he has missed this Engie. He is also, this engineer is not killed either. Does have 1 kill on the bomber. And that's a 2nd kill. Not great, considering. Considering his opponent went 4th air. There really needs to be another air factory. And the economy balance is not good from Swackle. What is this? What the fuck? This is ridiculous, honestly. I don't... How do you... Oh, I don't know. I don't actually know what to say to that. That's really, really bad. That's like... I don't understand that at all. How do you make that decision? Extremely questionable. Well, not even questionable, beyond questionable. Let's see Texas eco balance. He's going for a transport. He could potentially get... he should be aiming to get both corners in this scenario because he has 20 tanks. Swackle has 2. That's right. No, sorry, he has 4. Soon he will have 2. What's up, bully? And now Swackle's going to struggle for energy now that he finally ends his mass stall. This is the seesaw economy balance. People think that, you know, stalling mass, it's not that bad. They're wrong. And not just because the mass stall will slow down every unit of build power in your entire economy, but also because once you do get a bit of mass and you start being able to use your build power fully thanks to having a bit more mass, then suddenly your power will suffer massively and you'll go into a huge power stall. So you'll just seesaw between a mass stall, power stall, and it will be terrible. This is nice damage. But these poor inties. Oh my god. He just flown the transport directly into the inties and oh no, why? How do you lose that? He lost three NGs and the transport there. What's up, Forta? And he knew those inties were there because they were landed next to tanks. Submarine attacking Texas commander is actually dropped to below 8k now after a bit of a shootout with Swackle's ACU. He just allowed Swackle to get mid now, which is strange. Drop is successful. PD is there to defend. I don't see any Zooies on the way. And that's because I'm blind, because there is a Zooey. Swackle with air control. Sorry, not Swackle. Tex with air control. Total control of the top of the map as well. There's a bomber flying over there, but it's going to be taken out. The Zooey moves in to try and attack, I assume, the PD. Killing the NGs would actually be the best approach. If you want to hit the NGs first and then work on the PD, you probably have the range to do that. Especially if you come around the left a little bit. But instead the Zooey was sent forward with no protection and died to a couple of tanks. 5k by beach fall. What? Say what now? No idea what that means. Do you mean he'll be 5k HP by the time he gets to the beach? He does a nice step over this little island here. And he's got 6,300, so you're pretty close there. NG actually got taken out on the way out of the transport by the inties, I assume. And he's gonna capture. The Mexes wonder what his eco looks like. Oh, Jesus, Swackle. Swackle. Yeah, now he has 2 factories. No, again. You can't repair this. You actually literally can't afford what he is doing. He needs to snipe the Zooey. And this looks really good for Tex, and if yeah, Tex now gets into the water, which is obviously completely necessary. This is one reason why frigates are just preferred to subs. You can just kill all these NGs. If that was a frigate, all these NGs would be dead already. Some of these factories wouldn't have been constructed. Now Zooies are going to go into middle, and they're just going to kill middle for free. So there's no protection there whatsoever. This will die, even though there's only a few tanks here. Oh my god, wait, the PD is still alive. What the fuck? Did he just rebuild that? Or what happened there? All the walls are dead. But yeah, I mean, nevertheless, Swackle is going to lose this eventually. Sending the ACU alone at 10 minutes to the corner is not really sufficient to take a corner back. It shouldn't be. I mean, it really shouldn't. You need some units to support you. You need some engineers. ACU obviously with that support can do a lot, but alone it's very difficult because an ACU, although it can do everything, it can only do one thing at a time. Can't build and shoot at the same time. And there's a lot of tanks coming from the base. They've arrived at the perfect moment. Swackle is going to lose a lot of HP if he doesn't leave. This is really going to make him extremely vulnerable to a snipe. And he may even die to submarines if he does not. Yeah, I mean, wow, 4,400 now, and he's actually run the frigate into range of the units as well, which is totally unnecessary. Swackle's gonna die here, isn't he? That was a beautiful overcharge, though. So he's on the water. So he's on the land. Swackle got a vet from the overcharge. Now he's shooting this half-built factory. 3,400 HP. is not a whole lot. And now a submarine has arrived. And there goes the frigate. Dying to Zoos and a sub. And some units arrive. Whoa, sorry. Some units arrive, and actually, I mean, they're pretty late, but they do arrive. And there's also transport flying around over here, trying to snake in and out between inties, and it actually succeeds, and Swackle may potentially win an airfight here. Well, he'll definitely win an airfight there. Somehow, only now does this corner get taken. This took far too long. Especially when you look at how many... Look at this army. This army is gigantic. And it is going to head all the way into the base. I hear a plane landing. There is an army for Swackle, but he's going to need PD here. Walls are really good on Eye of the Storm because the land portion is quite narrow. But there you can see the army making its way up. It's got lots of anti-air, which is at the front, which is not really where you want it. Got plenty of tanks and plenty. It's nearly like it's mostly Zoos and Thams, but there's a decent amount of anti-air to stop bombers from having free reign. Tex, meanwhile, has bombers on the left side of the map, and they're gonna raid a lot of stuff. Topside is dead. One thing you can do with Zoos is park them next to the peninsulas and kill basically every mech on the peninsula. There goes the radar. You can kill this mech, this one, these two, this one, this and this. I mean, you can kill pretty much everything with Zoos from the water if you manage to do that. Navy also looking really good for Tex. Maybe he can afford a Tech 2 switch. Although both players have been really low on eco, they've just had Tech 1 for the longest time. Recycling Land Factory seems like a good approach, and I think he is going to go T2 Land. Sorry, Navy. 65% of the way there, probably mass stalling. No, actually, nice balance there for Tech. So it's quite good. I mean, he is going to stall mass. Maybe more recycling should be done, but he actually does have some reclaim available. Still has decent few wrecks here, and he should certainly be winning the naval battle here. Seems to be pulling back though. Not sure why. I mean, there's only 2 frigates here, and there's no torp defense. Swackle not building torp defense, which is an error. The anti-air seems to have been killed. Maybe it did actually run in ahead and get killed by the tanks ahead, and as a result, some bombers are coming in, and they can do a lot of damage. There goes 2 Zoos. There goes, well, that was a really weird drop. There goes nothing, but some damage done. And this could be a lot of reclaim left on Swackle's doorstep. Now the problem is the Navy for Swackle. Even if he does get a win on the land, he still has lost the middle. He's lost Navy. T2 Air. If he had T2 Air already, I would have some hope. He does have a T2 Max. But, I mean, okay, first cruiser. That is... I guess that's okay. Considering this situation. Now, if it was more even, you really could not afford to be making a cruiser first. But in this scenario, he actually can get away with it. It's quite greedy actually, because a cruiser is a, well, it's just not going to help you in the naval battle. It's for killing mexes primarily, and also killing some air. So it's quite greedy to go for first cruiser, although I see that a lot of noobs go for first cruiser. I mean, like, low rated players will seem to like going for cruisers first. I don't know why. Most of the time, destroyers are what you need first. So I expect a second destroyer. Yeah, so he goes for 1 cruiser, then a destroyer, and then after that, probably just more cruisers, because oh, he needs to finish all the production off here. He's heading now after killing this production. At least, well, he left some there, unfortunately. But he's going to head over to this corner because that's where the naval production will be rebuilt. It's really bad that there's no torpedo defense. If you are under pressure in the Navy at the Tech 1 stage, and perhaps even beyond that, but mainly at the Tech 1 stage, you're under pressure, you need to make torpedo defense. You have to make torpedo defense. Now, like, this is too late. You know that he's coming. So now the NGs will die. Probably, yeah, before they finish the naval factory. Actually getting hit by accident there. You can see that they actually finish it, which is silly, but yeah. The cruiser gets to work. It doesn't seem to be attacking mexes though. It seems to be attacking frigate, which is obviously terrible because it doesn't track. Swakal can't defend against the land. These frigates are idle. They could definitely be killing factories right now. And the destroyer is also idle, and there's going to be another cruiser after that. So the destroyer could come up here and basically kill the ACU at this point. It's because as soon as you get one cruiser somewhere important, the enemy feels like they've lost. It's psychological. Saw just TML spam and no torps until like 1300 even. Oh, TMD spam and no torps. Yeah, so the game is coming to a close here. No TMD? Huh? What? Why is there no TMD? And why is there two T2 mexes? And why is Swakal gonna die to this land army? I guess this is gonna be the end. I mean, the land army just leaves, so that's... Oh, he's not moving. I think he's allowing himself to be killed here because... Yeah. GG. Pretty weird game. Pretty weird game, to be frank and honest. Strange openings. Didn't even realize MML spam beat TMD spam till like a couple months ago. Yeah, TMD is more expensive than MMLs. But you can build TMD faster than you can build MMLs, really. And obviously, there's no travel time. This map is weird. No, this is a classic. A classic map. I wouldn't call it weird. It's well known. And yes. Let's watch a map gen game. What's up, Casey? Hello. Well, I haven't streamed in about a week. I think it's been about a week. Requesting the most generic map with the most generic gameplay. Okay, here you go. Need to enhance my ability for generic gameplay. Nah. You need to play thoughtfully instead of automatically. On a roll for a bit, I was. Just the last week has been busy and also just having the crack. What's up, Jay Steele? So we're on. Yeah, enjoyed your vacation. Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a bit. I guess, kind of. Did some shooting, archery, clay pigeon shooting, and stuff yesterday, and then we're in the pub. Pubs are open. Oh. It wasn't the first drink out in the pub since they opened, but it was for many others, and it was a lot of fun. Catching up with people haven't spoken to in yonks. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Just the boys getting pissed in the pub. Yeah. Yeah, it was savage. Yeah, clay pigeon shooting is fun. I had a natural aim. Do they have sporting clays? I'm not sure what it was. It's just kind of. It didn't seem like it's not a serious shooting place. It's just like a leisure activity center. It's sort of. So I don't really know the ins and outs of sporting clays or whatever these things are. This is the first time I've ever done it. But we basically just had a shotgun with you know, it gave me a bruise on my arm from the kick. What do I do for a living? I am unemployed. Thankfully, I live in an extremely cheap area. Sporting clays is like a golf course with a shotgun. Oh. Yeah, that's that sounds a lot more involved. This was you stand in a certain spot and shoot from there. What's up, Hank? How's it going? So this map looks interesting. I quite like the look of this map. I mean, gameplay wise. Aesthetically, I don't care. I wonder if you can get through this area with land. I feel like you probably can squeeze through here, which is a bit weird. This is a cliff, not a ramp. That is also a cliff, not a ramp. So it is interesting. Shoot from a moving golf cart would make it more more interesting. Sounds a lot more dangerous. There's tons of resources. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Needs to get these guys. Oh, wow, there's so much reclaim actually right next to the base. So like, it's nice that he's getting reclaim. He's getting energy, which he needs, but he's also getting a lot of mass from this. They may just turn off or stop reclaiming soon. There we can see. Yeah, he's still huge amounts of mass here. So a bit late on the power spam, I'd say. Especially when he's making, he has 3 air factories. He has a nice, decent grid. You can see he doesn't build a pigeon in this position, so that he can leave his ACU there and not move. And actually, he will end up moving though when he goes to build this stuff. Trying to make use of the air. That's a nice bomb. Lab gonna head after a mechs. Another bomber on the other side for Zlo. And a lab back here, it's killed a scout. Not exactly safe. Yeah. Not exactly. Maybe far from safe. Zlo adds another air factory. He's just cannot resist. More air. And he's going to build a transport immediately out of that, which I quite like. He raids the mechs and now he can maybe head towards this expansion. I'm sure there's going to be more engineers around. There's one. And a factory's been built, which is nice. That pretty much secures the area. And also he has Popo has an anti-air. And there's certain patches of reclaim. So here we have a lot of reclaim. That's one of the most important spots. Oh, at the back of the base, actually. These are the most important spots. We got a lot of reclaim here. This patch. And these two patches, I guess. Split by the cliff. Very important areas. This area at the back of the base is huge. And neither of them really focusing on that. I would be straight over there. One of the opening engineers would be building a factory in the patch or something. What do you think the best APM saving tricks are? I think factory assist is probably number one. Number two is, Casey's right. Hotkeys is number one. Although, yeah, hotkeys is number one because it just eliminates clicking, moving the mouse around, which is actually takes a lot of time, which is really what you need to save. What's the crack, Mosey? What's wrong? Yeah, so hotkeys, factory assist. So just every new factory just assists a different one, so you don't have to queue up any units. Then I would say giving long queues to engineers all at once. So, expanding, giving an engineer just queuing up lots of stuff so you don't have to look back at a unit again is good. Rally points in good positions so you don't have to micro every tank to the right position also saves you a lot of APM. If your rally points are just good, then you don't have to do so much micro. Other than that, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the main stuff. The bombers are so nice. He's got so many of them. Oh, look at this. There's 3 tanks and he just squeezed right in between with 1 tank and he's going to kill the NG. Just one-shots him because he's already low. That is brutal. Looks like the NG actually survived a bombing run just before this. There's a bomber directly overhead. That is sneaky. Back at streaming, I am. Did you miss me? As low drops a couple engineers, they're instantly killed. Good positioning. There again, you could say positioning a unit in the right place means that you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to use any APM to kill stuff. Zlo bumpers. I did and I did not at the same time. Well, you're just a complex character, aren't you? Still nobody focusing on the major patches of reclaim at the back of the base, or at least Zlo isn't. Yeah, no, neither of them really are. They're focused on other stuff. I think you should spot these kind of things. I mean, there's just so much mass. I mean, Popo is actually playing well now. He's in a good. He's been under pressure from Zlo, and Zlo probably had a better opening. Zlo is continuing the pressure though. I mean, that hurts, and the air is absolutely lost completely. Somehow there's a tank here, which is insane to me. Yeah, he needs to just get some engineers into these areas. Doesn't want his game scrutinized. Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. That makes... Now I understand. T2 Air, very nice. T2 P-Gen. It's maybe even a little slow, to be honest, but still good that it's happened. And in terms of reclaim, 6k versus only 3.5k. Slow struggling in this game. Also, these bombers have been idle in his base for a long time. He's definitely struggling. Still so much reclaim available to him. Idle stuff in his base, and really a lack of units at this point. Only 38 tanks. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, far more for Popo. And if Popo spots this base, it will be very important for him to take this out before it becomes a tumor in his side. Get after it. So many annoying tanks everywhere. Will the bomber save the NG? That's the question. No, the bomber will instead bomb the radar. Sad. And the factory was over halfway completed. It will now, I guarantee, never be completed. This expansion, if you can't hold this expansion, what are you at? Popo on the move with his commander, just moonwalking into the distance. Why? Why risk walking the whole way across the map on a 20 by 20 map where there's a huge amount of mass and you could easily be sniped? You have no upgrades. You don't have air control. This seems like a very unnecessarily dangerous move. At the same time, I respect that he is trying to get every advantage he can. Okay, yeah, we're getting some gunships. No mass though. Get the reclaim, boys. Yeah, they said they don't get the certain patches are more important. This has been lost, probably to bomber. Yeah. Look at this guy. One thing you would is this is obviously a very small thing, but if you land a bomber in range, say you want this bomber to automatically bomb whatever lands. You want the bomber to be outside the base and pointing towards the base. This way it can actually just automatically just lift off and drop immediately on whatever lands. And I have seen this happen with T1 bombers, and I have seen it happen with an Awasa, where it was built and then there was a scout or something in the base. It automatically, the Awasa just got up. See, now it has to do a big loop because it wasn't facing there. The Awasa just lifted off and it was barely off the ground, and it just bombed the center of the dude's base right after it got built, killing all of the NGs and some other stuff. I think it was on Wonder. It was like in the air slot of a Wonder game. So yeah, that was insane. Anyway, got hurt. Oh, bomber tries to bomb inties, fails. Zlo certainly has air control, and he's killing some gunships and stuff. Although actually air control does not look so secure anymore. Look at all these air factories, assistants, and yeah, this bomber is a killer. There's a particular game that you would want to watch, is there? Well, I didn't see any particular amazing games that... I can search again, though. Oh, air fight. I think Zlo is winning. Definitely looks like Zlo is winning this. Not saying anything more. Oh, God, why are they all at such different altitudes? It's this hill here. But yeah, Zlo absolutely dominated there. That was a really have to choose your timings when you're taking these air fights, because if you do have less, and if you have pretty significantly less, you're going to end up in a situation where the enemy has 50 left over, and you have to rebuild from scratch. It hurts. Popo is now grabbing. Yeah, there we go. That's what we need. This mech is finally going to be built. There's no wreckage there. It has never been constructed, so that's cool. It's finally getting its moment in the sun. This expansion dead. This expansion actually being retaken by Zlo. Zlo pulling himself back into this. Popo not doing the kind of damage that's necessary. He did not kill this base, and it has become a tumor. A very annoying one, because it has access to this expansion, which still has to be rebuilt. It has to be taken, and there's also, you know, some stuff at the back that can be killed. These engineers are actually super valuable. They're getting a lot of reclaim, and will probably be moved to another patch soon. This bomber, also an absolute monster. 10 kills. 10 kills. Still not dead. This expansion, still not constructed. It was partially constructed at one point. Zlo's also in the middle. Has an air factory there. And why is there like 2 half-built factories for Zlo? No idea. This has been killed, which is really nice. Good idea to edge build down there, by the way, but I don't understand how it got killed. Also, Popo sort of in the middle of nowhere with his ACU. Did not want to continue pushing up to this expansion, and now it's actually alive. Zlo really kind of ran past with quite a few units. I don't know why there's a million units at the back of the base. That seems really strange. They just look out of position, and the game is just messy. Absolutely messy. There's 5 tanks and a scout dropped on a mech that isn't built, on a plateau that you can't escape from, so that's not a great drop. Would have been nice to drop basically anywhere. This factory does actually get built. Finally. Beautiful. This, how is it possible to lose every mechs back here? It's insane. How are there so many bombers and there's, where, Inties? Hello, Inties? These NGs are now going to die. They need to try and hide from the Mantis, but that's not going to happen. This guy had the right idea, but he just about gets killed. The other one also is dead. He may have gotten bombed himself. What the fuck? Such a weird game. Just so messy. So many gunships in the same position, and yet no air cover. So here come the Inties to take them out, and it will definitely take them out before they can kill everything here. So they're going to kill NGs, they're going to kill maybe a mechs or two, or maybe all the mechs, but they're not going to kill everything and the factory. Unless Zlo flies away, which he actually is doing right now. So that's not great. Air fight, more importantly. And holy shit, that's a lot of air for Popo. Look at all of those cyclones. Now, finally an air win, but the land now looks absolutely brutal. He did successfully kill the entire expansion because Zlo flew away. Probably because of that air fight happening at the same time. This expansion has been built, but it's going to be killed pretty much immediately. There are Medusa here already attacking the PD. There are units coming in, being very annoying. Gunships. Tons of bombers. Still a bomber lives on the left side. Ah, this is where the bombers are coming from. This has to be dealt with. And wait, whoa, where are these bombers going? What is he trying to do with this elite squadron of Tech 1 bombers? And some gunships. Oh, the ACU. He's going for the ACU snipe. He is actually going for an ACU snipe. And he has a lot of gunships. So there's actually a chance. Sky Slammers fire the missiles. A lot of gunships are already dead. Wow. This is not going to work, is it? All the gunships are dead. Another gunship arrives and it's dead because look at how many Sky Slammers there are. 29. He's just building out of every factory as well. ACU is... oh my god, the bombers missed horribly. Because of the mountain, I'm sure. It's low, still on 6,500. And now he's not moving. Sky Slammers are going to kill the bombers pretty quickly. He's down 4,500. I mean, there needs to be a lot more damage than this. Popo's all in. Also, Popo's commander is actually surrounded by Mantis as we speak. Zlo now has 40 Sky Slammers. Still has basically taken almost no extra damage since last time, but now he's going to take some bombs to the back of the face. Back of the face? Back of the head. 3,100 HP. Popo is dropping low, and there's loads of tanks around him. 26 tanks are not going to allow him to get away. Also, bombers coming in on top of him. And Zlo is walking away with 3,000 HP and 50 Sky Slammers. And that is it. Kill the base, lol. Well, that was a spicy finish. Spicy finish to that game. That was a weird one. Popo had a good position, but Zlo is a pain to play against in these maps. He will abuse you if you allow him. This factory, huge. This factory did so much damage on the bottom left. Like if you can't get this, then this is nearly the closest thing to your base. Like, it's pretty much. I mean, this one maybe is slightly closer, but this one has to be yours because it's as far away from the enemy as possible. It's close to you, and it really hurts if you can't take that. There's also reclaim, obviously. Nice finish at the end. I mean, I think Popo really was under massive pressure. He eventually won the air, but paid for it in land, and really didn't have many land units at all at the end. Always struggled for mass. Maybe a bit late with a lot of the reclaim. Could have been taken sooner, but that was a fun one. These 20x20 map gen maps are quite nice. They're just space on the 20x20 map to have weird things or to have terrain in various ways that doesn't ultimately ruin the experience. It's just kind of interesting, whereas on smaller maps, terrain in the wrong position can absolutely screw the gameplay. So I think that's why the 20x map gen maps are good. He split his air and cleared the lanes. I mean, he could have, but it's so hard to come back from that. Even if you are bombing loads of tanks, like, there's so many places you need to attack. You need to kill this shit. You're not killing this with air because he's going to build Sky Slammers, and there's loads of NGs to build stuff. It feels like if you start using the air elsewhere, you're going to try and slow down, and that's a tongue twister. I don't know. I think just I think the game was kind of getting away from him, and going for snipe was okay. I don't think it was a bad decision, but Zlo just had tons of Sky Slammers already right next to his ACU. He had like 30 next to his commander, like, immediately. Before the units even arrived. What's up, Husky? Don't forget to like the stream, guys. I guess we have to find this Mosey game that we would want to watch. I don't know what it is. Aren't Cybran T1A useless? No. We just watched them defend against the air snipe. Is it... Certainly not a TMM game. Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking at. Is it Drunken Beatles? Or is it... Yeah, let's watch the Drunken Beatles one. It could also be the Zerg Canyon. I mean, those games don't... The Zerg Canyon does not usually go 40 minutes, so that's interesting. What's up, Storm? What's up, 36? Want a QTMM against Grimplex and me? Nah, I don't think I'll play today. I'm fucking quite hungover. Yeah, now their missiles move towards their target a bit faster. Similar to the Cybran cruiser buff a while ago. Same idea. Zerg was just stupid shit. What the fuck? What the hell is this? Oh, cool. Yeah, great spots on this map on the team ladder. Holy sweet Jesus. Oh my god. No. 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 How could this be? Did anyone tell FTX about this? Is this an error? Most certainly. See, the worst thing is that Mosey and Sealforce are in spots that you would expect. So they should have no idea. Grimplex and Freedom, like if you spawn here and you've played this map before, you should know that this is not where people spawn. So they're about to find out. It's gonna be Grimplex that breaks the silence here and destroys the illusion, because he's gonna find a mechs. He's actually gonna find an NG from Mosey, and he's gonna think, what in the name of God does that mean? It's 2 minutes in. Oh my god. Oh, oh my goodness. XD indeed. Now the question is, what will they realize that there's someone here? What's up, Grimplex? Stop watching. Yeah, how exactly does this game go to 50 minutes? Spoiler. Do you just take the piss? Okay, Mosey doing the right thing, walks into enemy base. Grimplex, for some reason, decides that he should still rush a transport. I mean, it seems bizarre. Hydra's gonna go down. There's the transport. Actually, Seal Force didn't go. Okay, let's just recap. Why are you dropping in the middle? Why? Why would you drop in the middle when there's literally 4 bases on the other side of the map that you can drop in? And mid sucks in comparison, so that's bizarre. Grimplex has lost his hydrocarbon. And Mosey, yeah, just doing what average human would do that understands the game, which is make artillery and walk into the enemy base, because that's how the game works. Seal Force has sent his ACU towards Grimplex. Freedom is building mexes in the enemy base and also bombing the enemy base. What's up, Tag It Up? So Mosey is taking damage, a lot of damage from the PD, so he retreats away from that. Bombers come in. That's a great bomber. 3 dead Medusa, and another one goes through the flames and loses 100 HP. Oh my god, he's building so many land factories. This makes no sense. See, remember what I said earlier? I said to Thomas, Percy, you should play more thoughtfully and less automatically. This is completely automatic gameplay where you have no... You just don't care what the hell is going on in the game. You just do what you do. And it is complete nonsense. So Grimplex holding on. Barely. The bomber is great, but now goes down. Seal Force with the inties overhead. And he still has his PD. Why are spawns fucked? I don't know. Ask the 2v2 ladder matchmaker kings or queens. I have no idea. Also, hello. So Freedom does a sensible thing and drops in a base. Grimplex also does. So this looks super good for Freedom. He's in such a great position. He's going to kill his base with just some Mantis, which is absolutely dumbfounding. Are those spots some sort of joke? They are a joke. I don't know what kind. Seal Force is finally going to arrive. I mean, Grimplex is doomed. He should actually try and get to the water because he is going to die otherwise. But this game is in Freedom's hands. If he can, and he is a good player, so I think it looks good. Now, Seal Force does have middle. Once again, though, middle versus these bases up here is useless. I mean, I'd rather have the islands and stuff. Grimplex looks like he has an escape plan, maybe? He still has 1 PD for some short few seconds, I guess. And yeah, there it goes. As 2 ACUs have entered his base. And yeah, Grimplex is not going to get away now. Yes, UD. Of course. Grimplex will go down. I think Mosey will try and save his units here. He also shouldn't really take the damage from the on his ACU, because his ACU will drop quite low, but it should still be fine, I guess. Just he'll stop targeting artillery. Just kill the commander already. So they both lost a lot of HP there, which is pretty bad, but at least they kept the units alive. Now the units from Freedom coming down. Freedom needs to do a big spam here, and it is a 2v1, but Freedom has killed one of the bases. Freedom's or Seal Force in the middle. He's got a very tiny economy. I don't know why he's building that factory. It seems absolutely useless. This was Grimplex's drop, and now it's been spotted. Freedom surely is just gonna dominate this game. I mean, if you look at the eco, it's actually, his eco is not that amazing, but it's certain. I mean, he just needs power. He's so low on power. 440 power and 70 mass income with no reclaim is huge. He needs to rush all the hydros that he can. There's 2 here. There's 2 here he hasn't built. And also, yeah, he can just expand. He really, yeah, I wouldn't move any further forward than this, basically. Bit of navy is on the cards. And, yeah, he even has some island here. Looks super good. How exactly do you get any of this? Seal Force is like, okay, he was over there, so I'll drop here. Surely he won't be in both of these positions. But of course he is, and now that has been scouted, and poor Mosey has to be thinking, how the fuck are we in such a bad position? Mosey may even die here. If Freedom was paying a bit more attention, maybe he could have got more damage in, but no. Mosey is okay. He should maybe try and get a second vet so he gets a bit more nice regen, and yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is from here. Like, how do you get any of this as the bottom team? I mean, it's not very well protected. Some freaking labs. That's not amazing. There's not many units. There's just loads of labs. Why does he have so many hunters? Doesn't make much sense to me at all. Tagada always boasts about the games he wins. Yes, this is true. Mosey making the gun. Makes sense. If they can't take back, you know, it's so impossible to realistically take parts of this area, then why not just try and push in this direction towards the main base? Some Tech 2 is absolutely necessary. Some Tech 2 of probably all descriptions. You know, like Tech 2 land, air, navy, specifically air first, I would say. But the power situation has improved quite drastically. Yes, you just happen to win the interesting sentence game, I guess. The labs are dispatched. Freaking mech marines. Seal Force trying to get some portion of the map up here, but a nice PD that's going to be in range of the factory. Needs to see the factory though. Has to spot it. Kills an inty there, and the mechs will spot the factory. And actually, the mech marines are going to be enough to kill everything. He doesn't even need the PD in the end. The gun is complete. Seal Force doesn't have an upgrade, but he continues marching forward. He still has HP to work with. Doesn't have any units at all. He has a lot of mexes in the middle. These few Zoes from middle are being kind of annoying, but not doing a huge amount. Mosey is grabbing quite a lot of mexes in the water, but Freedom is the only one with any navy, and it's good that he's in the water. He's also full HP, and T2 Air is finally up. Only now is there a T2 Pigeon coming, and yeah, you can see this means your Pigeon is too late, obviously, but still, I mean, he's in such a much better position. They're what, 14k mass ahead, which is huge. Ozzy marches in, and Freedom will retreat. No point in sending these units into the meat grinder. Well, whatever you say, Tagada. People obviously have an impression for a reason, and you can justify it whatever way you want. Freedom is crushing. These mech marines are hilarious. Yeah, so he's taking this expansion now, building a lot of land factories there. Gonna add navy in the top. He has lots of frigates. He should definitely be making some. Well, just go T2 navy, and he should certainly make submarines and work on all. Like, there's so much economy for Mosey in the water, and he has no navy. So get on to killing those mexes. Too many frigates. He could already have a few submarines in good positions. D2 Air is up. Corsairs are the name of the game to try and deal with the two commanders encroaching. T2BDs as well mean that the ACUs aren't going to get very far, and the frigates can do a lot of damage. They can also get overcharged. But yeah, the frigates can do huge damage. Freedom is actually low on mass now. Oh, drop here. Drop over here. No. Mosey goes to work on the frigates with his gun comm. Nice. Oh, Seal Force is going to go down. All of the units go down. A lot of the Corsairs go down. And Mosey lives. He gets away from the frigates. And he actually manages to snipe a couple of Corsairs there. Oh. That sounds like a pretty good idea, 36. I mean, the main thing is just to get stealth because you're Cybran. Then you don't need the subs or anything. And I think Mosey should just die here. He doesn't... Well, actually, plenty of intis coming in, but if he keeps dodging, if he dodges very well, he can survive. There's a nice dodge. That's not a nice dodge. Oh, ow. Ow. Yeah, I think Mosey is just gonna be dead here. The game will end. Or not. Look at the dodging. And there's so many... Oh, 1700. T1 bombers. T2 bombers. $300. Oh my god. There's no more Corsairs. Mosey survives. He's actually pushed back on this position. What the hell? The drops from Seal Force before he went down have done some damage. I thought there was a drop here, but I guess there wasn't. Oh, that's some dead stuff in the water. This is nice. This is extremely nice damage for Mosey. I have no idea actually, Storm. And now Mosey, yeah, I mean Mosey has Tech 2 mechs in the middle. He does. Navy is a serious issue. Nice PDs to defend. Oh, interesting place for your Navy production. Like right next to the opponent's Navy production. Let's see now, because now we're in a position where it's a 1v1, and Mosey is obviously a better 1v1 player than Freedom, but Freedom started from a superior position. Now he has been pushed back a lot in his main base. He does have Tech 2. He's invested a lot into things that will only really defend him. He actually has a lot of submarines, which is risky. Dangerous to have so many submarines because, like, you just have what, over 4,000 mass, which can die very quickly. Speaking of mass dying very quickly, here you go. That's a big waste. For Mosey, he will actually get some damage on the frigates, but obviously not worth it. Even so, and yeah. This is not great. T2 radar in the base would be lovely. And Freedom is just struggling to... He's just not ecoing, really. He has so much eco, but now the eco is kind of equalized at this point because he's lost certain positions. Mosey has done well in the water. And he has the middle, and he has some mexes in the middle as well. And there's no... The Tech 2 Navy, it's Cybran. Ugh. You don't really want the Cybran. I would have much rather to have the Seraphim Tech 2 Navy. What's the other faction for... Yeah, UEF. I would have preferred UEF. No, there's nothing that gives vision. The only, because you see there's special vision. There's vision and there's water vision. And water vision is exactly what it sounds like. Gives you vision in the water. So, for example, hover units do not grant water vision because they don't actually touch the surface. Whereas units that do touch the surface do grant water vision. Unless you have water vision, you cannot see the actual unit that is underwater. There's a lot of idle navy for Freedom. Oh, gunships. And there's no anti-air. Oh, this looks potentially painful. This looks really dangerous, actually. Where's Mosey's calm, by the way? Here he is. He's actually already... Look at that. He's back up to like 9k almost. From the regen. The PDs are being targeted by the renegades. And now they're... Where are the renegades going now? Oh, they're going after the anti-air, which is all built next to each other. So he just killed 4 in one fell swoop there. And they're just next to the shields, but not on the shields. Wow. These renegades are doing insane work. Now T2 Pigeon is going to die. Now, will the second one die? There's only 3 gunships left. A lot of inties come in for freedom and then go idle. Oh, it's so close. The shield popped up again. And there's still a T2PD. There's still multiple T2PDs getting huge value. There's also T1PDs, so that the land units are not going to get in and finish this. These Zuis could go after a lot of idle naval production. Why is it all idle? Does he have mass? He does have mass. But now he doesn't have power to spend the mass. He needs, yeah, replacement power over here. A lot of idle engineers need to be enlisted. Also, the scouting in middle is appalling, so he doesn't really know what's there. He has a lot of destroyers, but no vision. No vision. You need at least a few frigates. You definitely... T3 sonar is not really affordable at this point because of the... Oh my god, he's gonna waste 3 destroyers here. Torpedoes come in. And... Ow. Yeah. There goes all those destroyers. I mean... oh, that's so painful. Another PD goes down. Meanwhile, this one has 44 kills. Who says Siren PD isn't good? Yeah, cruiser for intel will be decent as well. You need something, but I mean, well, now it doesn't matter because all the destroyers are dead, and they really... I don't like... I would have much rather have the T2 Navy here in this base. Could you imagine? Would there be any chance that you could take this much damage in the base if you had your T2 Navy here? And so much of the Navy has just been idle. Like, why does he have 1 million submarines that just chill in his base? And meanwhile, Mosey has 80% of the underwater mexes. So much reclaim as well in the water left. I mean, Mosey's moving to T3 air. Mosey is making this look like he is in total control at this point. Next thing is T2 Navy for Mosey, in my opinion. After T3 air is complete, needs to make a bit of space. Like, can he fit a pigeon there? No. Put one there. I think that's the best position. Get rid of this radar. Oh. That's a sad position. What is up with that rally to enemy base? You mean this? Or this? Yeah, with T2 Navy, you could easily kill this base, by the way. Now the subs finally make their move. That's so many subs. And this... Oh god, what kind of veterancy is this Cormorant gonna get? Oh. Dead. Wow, that's a really long turn it's taking. Okay, T2 Navy. Oh, the Zuis are just going around, so he might be able to find some position. Where Freedom is just leaving. He's going all the way up to the top base. This is going to be his main base now. He has Tech 2 land. He's making rhinos. That's bizarre. Don't know why you would make rhinos. He's also got a proxy in the middle, which is actually quite nice because there's Tech 2 mexes in the middle. But Mosey has many factories already. He actually has T2 Navy Air HQ there as well. The Seraphim one struggling in the land on this side. Here, a rhino. It's insane to me that he's making rhinos and sending them the whole way. Like, there's no factory here. Where is the factory? Like, those rhinos are going all the way from here down here. Here, like, from the HQ, and they're going the whole way around the map to get down here. And now there's no flax, so they're just gonna die to renegades. Oh, that's not effective. That's not efficient. Why not just make Wagners, and if you're gonna do anything at all, no Tech 2 here, like no Tech 2 land. This would be the place to make rhinos. And that cormorant has 1840 mass killed, and it actually just survived that. The cruiser and destroyer are in severe trouble because there's so many frigates. Uh-oh. Yeah, this destroyer is doomed. Especially when the pathfinding screws with it. Nice ping. I'm sure he doesn't realize his navy is dead. Yeah, you definitely need to send the frigates backwards. Yeah, exactly like this. I mean, at this point he actually can get away, so the frigates should be sent away as well. So this is pretty unnecessary. Oh, it's bad micro. Needs to leave. Four cruisers? That's quite a lot. Also, why send the navy over to the right side? I don't really understand that. Those 3 destroyers were never reclaimed. Look at all the dead Zois. No. What a waste. Good lord. And also, why are there still frigates and just loads of submarines parked here? 2 Tech 3 P-Gens are complete. No Tech 3 Mexes, sadly. Very disappointing. There is a significant army over here. How many rhinos do we have? 4 rhinos. What a concoction. 11 strikers, 2 scouts, 2 mech marines, 13 lobos. Strange. And Grimplex pinging the navy because once again it's not really being microed effectively. There's so many. The submarines are gonna. Yeah, you need to turn the frigates around and get them to fight. But like, how he's gonna lose every cruiser now. The destroyer's in a good position, but the cruisers are doomed. There's goes one. What's up, Ryan? Oh my god. Sometimes attack move is good because then you don't run past the navy. He's actually getting away. He can't keep getting away with this. Why are there 2 cruisers on 2 HP? And now the T2 Navy is actually just going to kill all of this. Holy shit. 90 HP, 300 HP. Grimplex giving a move order. Or a move ping. He actually just killed everything there. Except for the subs, and now the subs come back into range of the only full HP cruiser, and the Salem will kill the submarines if they continue following. This base is almost dead now. No radar whatsoever, so the PD can't even shoot the things that are definitely in range. Again, if T2 Navy was in this position, is this base under any threat? Why are there huge naval battles happening in the right ocean? Makes no sense to me. I don't get it. T3 gunships, the whalers are here. There's no anti-air in that army at all. Still isn't, so this is going to be a big mass donation. And speaking of mass donations, there is so much mass here. How much is on the map right now? 60k. 60k reclaim just spread everywhere. Tech 2 Mex is in the water. Mosey is grabbing reclaim. Euro PD still alive for freedom. Which one? Still this one 35 kills. There was one with more kills around here. What's up for Nama? Knock Nama. I agree. Like the stream, people, if you're enjoying. Torpedo bombers come in, but there's 5 cruisers here. You're not gonna fuck with 5 cruisers, really. And this naval production can't die. Question is, what's the Tech 3 Air gonna do? He now has 4 whalers. Does Mosey? That's serious. Serious. He can certainly kill any land units that come this way. There's a few around, but he needs to do more significant damage. If he just sends the whalers here, like, he can end this. Get rid of all of this. Why is this still allowed to live? Doesn't really make much sense to me. These... Oh my god. 827 mass killed. 9 kills, 10 kills, 13 kills. And they're killing stuff as it's being constructed in the factory, killing all the build power around the factory. T3 Air is up for freedom. He only has 1 pigeon at the moment though. And he is ecoing quite nicely. How is there a dead ship there? No idea. But it should be reclaimed. This position still not reclaimed. Multiple destroyers. Oh my god, air fight over every cruiser in the galaxy. Oh my god. These cruisers are going to get some tasty vet. And you can see the ones that are low HP actually regenning now. I think this one was low HP, and so was this one. This was probably the 90 HP one, now up to 500 HP. And Mosey's just lost air. Where are his gunships? Oh, don't tell me he lost the gunships. Oh no, the gunships are over here, moving towards this base. And there's just PDs going up. Tech 2 PDs. There's a huge investment in Tech 2 PDs, and they're probably all going to die to gunships. But they have been pinged. Grimplex is paying close attention for his teammate. And yeah, the PDs are just going down fast. AF. But there's going to be... Oh my god, no. The cruisers. This HQ dying in seconds. And now there's the T3 mechs here. Just completed. There's 2 T3 pigeons. How do you stop those dying? I'll tell you how. You don't. You simply cannot save these pigeons. And it looks like Freedom is actually going to win this game in the end. With the Tech 2 Navy. Regen is going to explode. It's not being reclaimed. And the second pigeon is going to die pretty much immediately after. Well, it should die immediately after. Although he's actually going for Tech 2 power. Grimplex now pings the Tech 3 pigeon. It is actually on radar. Nice eco there. There goes basically all of Mosey's power. I mean, what does he have? Oh no, wait, he has another pigeon here. Holy shit. And his commander has been pinged. Nice Tech 3 land, the loyalists. The gunships have wiped the base already, so which they really shouldn't have been allowed to do, because there was ASF for freedom, but yeah, now there's loyals. There's definitely not going to be any air control for Mosey anytime soon, and there's not going to be any naval control because he has still never managed to make Tech 2 Navy, I don't think, at any stage. Somehow his Tech 3 mechs is alive though. We'll have lots of reclaim, and he needs to just desperately get another HQ. And just... But yeah, this looks extremely challenging to come back from. He does have a nice number of naval factories, I gotta say, and he's got Cybern frigates on his side. The lawyers are winning air control. No. Oh, that's not something I could have predicted. Really? Really? That's how you're gonna lose air? Are you shitting me? Well, he probably still has air control because there's no HQ. But, oh my god. Still, though. Why has that happened? Oh my god, look, he can actually get in behind here. And, yeah, that's a killer. The fact that there's no coverage there for the P-Gen against the Navy. Nice arc on those shots as well. That's GG. Yeah. That's the game. And the frigates are too late. Oh! Shield goes up. And the upgrade is being assisted. You see, as soon as the upgrade appears, then the shield goes straight back up to 100%. And the frigates have come in and killed some nice, heavily vetted Tech 2 ships now. Space almost totally wiped. All economic structures are dead, barring some Tech 1 power. And we have a huge naval battle. A few Tech 1, Tech 2 subs would have been amazing for, well, for either of them, but certainly for Freedom, because he's only against frigates. But yeah, Freedom's going to win this naval battle thanks to actually the cruisers at the back. Look at that, 9.1k, 3.6, 12k, 9k. These are heroes, these Tech 2 ships. The Loyas, however, are well, all the factories here have been killed, interestingly enough. Can the Loyas hit this? Oh no. I mean, they can. You can actually position them right on the cliff, but as they're walking past, they don't get close enough to the edge to kill that. Does Freedom know? Does he have Omni? He's really struggling to deal with the economic side of this, but he is putting more focus on what is important, which was killing this base with the Navy. But he should certainly have. Okay, I think he's been told to make PDs. Oh, he actually has T2PDs here. Should certainly make some Tech 1. Just a wall of Tech 1 because the loyalists are coming. Also, maybe just some Tech 2 bots. Yeah, so the nice vision on the Tech 2 max shows the Loyas on their way. There's even a few Zooies, and look, these are the 3 Zooies. They all have full vet now. 15k mass killed. 16. Holy fuck. These are the 3 Zooies that were parked here for most of the game and just managed to kill everything there. And yeah, a lot of T2PDs now firing into this bit of terrain. Now they change target. Begin zapping that loyalist, and the loyalists don't move, so they die. Even if they did move in, they would die, but they might actually shoot something for a few seconds, which would be nice, but no. They are just walking directly into range, and Mosey now under severe pressure, obviously. Still, this P-Gen dies. And there's no replacement over here anyway. Is there power in middle? No, there's some Tech 1, some Hydra or whatever, but no, there's no higher tech P-Gens at all. Which is quite sad. There is an artillery piece which is trying its best to fight off the units. Ras, no, he does not have. Oh, he does have Ras. I thought he had stealth, but yes, he has Ras. You're absolutely correct. Which gives him similar to a Tech 3 P-Gen, basically, in power. And the Loyals are running in. They're actually getting into range of the PDs now. To get into range, start killing stuff. There's so much build power. This much build power is insanely hard to deal with. The only hope is to run past the PDs, but he's not going to make it, surely. Oh, there's only... Oh my god, he stopped literally just at the edge of the last PD's range. Look at that. What is that? What is that? Okay, Freedom walks into range. He doesn't have OC. That commander under attack thing was from the explosion there. But he doesn't actually get stunned because it does not stun. the ACU anymore, although it did once upon a time. Tech 2 Mex is under attack from random ass Zooies. Will this one die? I don't think so. It survives. What's the red glow? That's just the stun, I guess. Has a red afterglow. Great engineer pathfinding, they all try and rush to build one factory. They had to reclaim some trees, so now they just struggle. That is such a struggle. My god. It hurts. ASF fly in, and oh my god, there's 3 freaking SAMs here suddenly, so that's the time to run away there. This T1 land army obviously useless versus all these loyalists. There are Corsairs coming in, but already T3 mobile anti-air, the bouncers at the door. Corsair successfully snipes not only the mechs but 4 storages. But yeah, all the Corsairs are dead and they got 1 mech kill. Mosey losing an ASF here? Quite probably. They can. Yes, the lawyers can seppuku. Nice walls. The walls are great. This is perfect. That's exactly what you want. We just need, like, just make T3 Mexes freedom. Just make T3 Mexes. He actually has spent mass now, which is cool. Probably on all of these PDs. That's probably he just dumped 5k mass in those pretty quick. Oh, that's where his mass has gone. 8 strategic bombers. Does it do much damage? No, it stuns for a long time though. It's not really for damage. It's for stunning. This is a great army that can just start cleaning up naval production gradually. That's a Tech 2 Mex that could be killed by a Salem. And no idea why this hasn't been attacked at all, really. But yeah, I mean, it just looks absolutely terrible for Mosey. I don't see any way back now. Especially when there's freaking 9 strats. How many is he going to make before he goes for the snipe? 9 strats will one-shot a commander like this. And under this shield, 9 probably wouldn't one-shot him. Although I'm not going to do the maths in my head. I would just guess. But, oh my god, he's now strat bombing some Zooies. And yeah, this T3 attack is not going to do much. Salems come onto land, and there's 4 of them. And they might be able to clean up so much of the stuff that it makes it even easier for the strats. Don't keep moving them. Don't do that. No. The lawyers will crush you. If, yeah, the lawyers, both of them, I love how both of them realize at the same time what's going on. So, yeah, the lawyers will absolutely crush Salems. Salems are just terrible against other land units, essentially. They will get brutally murdered by artillery, Tech 1. They will get brutally murdered by any T3 tank, especially the faster ones like Loyas and Titans. They will get crushed by labs, which is a fun one. Tech 2 PDs are going down, and I think the strats might be on the move. We sideline over here. The real weapons of mass destruction are climbing, and the Salems could probably just start targeting the commander. Definitely want to drop this shield before the strats arrive. What's up, Requiem? Mosey has actually walked out of the shields to come after the Salems, and the strats are gonna drop. And Mosey is doomed, and then about 5 strat bombs land on his exploding robot corpse. Stat insult to injury. And the game is over. That was a wild one. Should freedom just have focused on winning Navy and just kill everything on the map? Well, he did kind of focus on Navy. I think he should have just made... I mean, the game is so long that there's a million possibilities at various points where it could have gone differently, but... I mean, freedom could... I would have preferred if he had T2 Navy here, then he could probably hold this, and if he holds this and has all the top side, because you're not losing that, then the game probably ends faster. And yeah, also like he had so many subs. If he had just attacked most of Mosey's economy, which was in the water, he could have just... It's not allowed Mosey to come back into it at all. Also, you can't allow someone to get Tech 3 air before you. That doesn't seem right when you're in a great position. GG indeed. Well, it's quite an exciting game. Selines? What do you mean Selines? Well, he was close to turn the game. Well, what happened was basically the T2 Navy finally arrived in a position where it could do damage. It was before that he was like, he lost destroyers here, which are still here. They got torped and things. But most of the time the Navy was around here. But eventually he, like, there were various skirmishes which were questionably microed. And then he just sent all of the T2 Navy here, and that was the game-ending move when he got 5 T2 ships parked here, killed all the eco, 2 T3P gens, 4 T2, and that was the game ender. So well played to Freedom. Nice game. Selines versus Salem's Crush. Yeah, should do. Got a very good gameplays for you to analyze. Oh. Okay. Analyze. Right, I'm probably just going to watch this game and then I'm going to tip on because... Oh, not feeling great. Not feeling great. Oh. Okay. Don't forget to like the stream if you're enjoying, my dudes. Isn't that just purely your fault? What's my fault? Hair of the dog, I don't know. Okay. What the fuck? What? Well, you're the one bringing fault into it. I didn't talk about... what? It's like you think I blamed you that I feel bad. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Blame is irrelevant. What is relevant is that this guy made a factory and then he made mass extractors. And somehow it's kind of... well, it's not working at all. Flashman has gone first air to make NGs. What? Like, I don't understand what I'm missing. At what point did I blame anyone that I was feeling bad? What are you talking about? Genuinely confused. System playing reasonable. Oof. That's a huge mass stall. Me too. Well, what? I don't know. Can you just rewind and listen and then like explain to me what the fuck you're talking about? Because you're just talking in non sequiturs. And I hate non sequiturs. They're one of my least favorite things. Bomber from the Flash Man. Do they hit gaslighters? Yes. Wholeheartedly. They are truly the worst of the worst in any discourse. Bad faith actors. Destroyers of trust. Haters of reality. Did that lab just get bombed? So Warlock has kind of recovered from his appalling opening, and now System is the one that's struggling horribly. Probably from the Bomber. He's not got any of this. Not in this position, whereas Warlock already is in that expansion. Tech 2 mechs already from A's is not a good idea. The ACU move makes some sense. Yes, exactly, Storm. I mean, this is the difficulty with accepting requests. I've got some absolute dog shit games from requests, sadly. But this one, don't know. The System is struggling hard here. I mean, he's got some tanks and stuff, but his expansion is lacking massively. It's a good raid. The bombers are quite nice, but yeah, patrolling them is not that great though. Serious lack of tanks because of, well, a Tech 2 mechs. I'll blame it mainly on the Tech 2 mechs. And the lack of power. Air staging already seems a bit unnecessary. Factory going up. And yeah, the Hydra should be rushed. This should, first thing out of this factory should be a NG. Oh no, it shouldn't. The ACU is here. You may have, well, you need to kill the units. So does Warlock, but actually you're in a good position to send every unit over here, and you might You can just draw this guy, and then it's system versus Flashman. How could it be any different? And this is definitely a I beat the higher rated player cast request. Confirmed. A Warlock with the factory blocks. But will it be enough? No. And he got a vet as well. Now just every unit has head left from Flashman. Strange. Let's see what's going on. Tech 2? Maybe? Anything? Tech 2 mechs is in the base. No Tech 2 land though. There's a gun upgrade, which is... Oh, he has to cancel because a big army has arrived and he is going to die. He is definitely going to die here. So there's another AC on the left, so the AC system can just come across here, and I think Flashman would probably die. Although, system really lacking units, so just overall system has... Oh wow. That's ugly. Poor Noah. Oh, the... Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I see how it is. I see how it is. Well played. Analysis. Kappa. Fuck's sake. I have been duped once again. Well, this will be remembered. This will be remembered, don't worry. You have made future requests more difficult for yourself and everyone around you. So, but yeah, still well played. Ryan wants to make a request. Well, you can always make a request. But it's as far as it goes. Even some Tech 2 mixes. Jester Snipe. When's the last time I saw a Jester Snipe? I would like a friend. Well, friends don't really exist online. Well, that's not true, but people you never physically come into contact with, hard to be friends, really. Thank you, J Steel, for the $3.69. Here's some money to buy Ryan a friend. Tagada had a request to watch him bullying UD. He did, but I don't know if I want to watch that. You saw one yesterday. Ha 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 ha. Good one, Ryan. Fuck's sake. God damn it. What kind of physical contact? Being just, you know, being in the same room. in a vicinity where you can both see and hear the other person, assuming those senses work for you. That's how that kind of contact. You can't really have a there's a limit to how much of a friend you can be to a disembodied voice on the internet, sadly. And even less so disembodied text. It's like taking away all of the real, most of the important aspects of communication and breaking it down into something very limited. Look, it's still good, but it's not IRL. I have a friend in America who I never met, but we're super good friends. Sure, it's disembodied text, but I'm just as stupid in real life. Fair. Okay. Only like 7 or 8 years. Yeah, well, it's a bit much to say you can't make real friends online, but it's different, I guess. Quite different. Jagged, we can make this work. You're a funny guy, Ryan. What the hell is happening? What's up, Pablo? Welcome to the stream. I don't know. I think I'm just like talking bad about the entire process of streaming, I think, and online interaction in general. Just, you know, counterproductive, I guess, for the stream. But well, fuck that, like. Requiem, €5.49. You need to make a Jagged Appliance Facebook so you can befriend all these nerds. AFK. What do you mean AFK? Who or what is away from the keyboard? Control K, please. I need points to stay in your range. Real talk. It's true. Come on, Popo. You can do it. This should be a decent map for Swackle. Oh, I didn't read Requiem's message. Sure you have, Ryan. Down here, we are all good friends that never met. Heart. Yeah, it's great that people pity Ryan and then donate to me. That's a great system. I am fully on board with with that. Sure, it's a fucking great idea. Popo crushes me here on the daily, so he does on every other map. Popo's pretty good. What's up, Storm? Are you not... Where's your 2K, huh? Is it a channel rule that you're only allowed to propose gameplay that you lost when you've been in the game? No, because we don't have rules, but you will be judged. You will be judged based on what you recommend. We like to judge here. That's what we do. You are the conduit. It's a good word. Nice patrolling lab. Just keeping his cardio up while he waits for Engis to murder. Oh. Enemy spotted. Sounds exactly like friendship, so why aren't we friends? That sounds... What? Wait, what? My temper holds me back, makes me not able to analyze my losses. Oh, how did this NG get past? Also, I mean, yes, a lot of things ultimately are... Oh, that's a bomber that's missed. Psychological. There we can see very clearly that the UEF bomber drops 4 bombs, by the way. If you're ever wondering how many bombs it drops, there you go. 4. Bomber does get the kill in the end. Look at the micro from Popo on this Inti. What the fuck? He's insane. People pity me and give you money. How's that any different from my other friendships? Well, that's up to you to say, Ryan, you fucking psycho. How many does the Janus drop? Not joking, but probably like a dozen. Oh, this bomber. Oh, 1 HP. 1. If this was CS, everyone would spam 1 in the chat right now. And it's dead. Yeah. Chance drops 6. Oh, you sweet summer child. Okay, cool pause there. What are you, dancing monkeys? Stop spamming 1. How is there an Inti parked in the base there? Strange, strange. Some attempt to steal reclaim. I approve wholeheartedly. Yeah, it's just you, Noah. I appreciate it. No more week breaks. You've had your holiday. Yes, sir. Whatever you say. Gonna have to rewatch this to learn how to play this map again. Well, it's quite simple. Spam tanks, grab mexes, and yeah, make a transport. That's a good one. To be truly professional, you need to probably make more pigeons than this, and less factories because you can't afford all of these. Minus 18 mass is pretty shitty. Get the reclaim in this position, especially this you should get first. Get the stuff here, and this stuff, and have an artillery if you want to be super pro. Have an artillery ready in the base so you can pick up NGs and an arty, and then you can drop 1 NG here. You can drop an NG and an artillery here. The artillery kills the PD, and then drop over here and here. Steal the opponent's mass, get your own mass as well. Reclaim in middle is finally gone. Should have been gone a long time ago. And generally ACU in the middle is better than ACU on the side. This used to be the normal thing, what Swackle was doing, like a long time ago. You'd always go to the side, but now, well, for a long time people have been going to middle instead, because in the middle, because of this gammy pond, you can, if you can push, and you should be able to, because if you're up against no ACU and you have an ACU, so you should be able to push all the way up here, deny this, and then you can attack in this direction, or most likely you can cut off reinforcements to the right side and attack over here. So yeah, Popo should be heading into this area, and also you can potentially trap the commander now that he's on this side. You can trap him. So I'd say Popo's in a decent position. The problem is he hasn't got a PD up here, and he doesn't have enough units, so the left side is gonna, there's gonna be some damage done. Also his eco management has been questionable. 46 tanks, 39, he does have more tanks. Oh, the transport, yeah, he's just dropped. You can actually walk to here, by the way. It's hydro. Better to drop up here because you can't walk to this. So this is really good from Swackle. He's gonna get good damage done, but he will be stopped by the PD. He knows it's there, so he probably should not. Yeah, he's actually targeted it now. He has a couple of Lobos. This one at the front will die if he sends it forward, though. He needs to park the tanks just out of range. And he does send some more units forward. Actually, the terrain here, there's a bit of a hole in the ground. It blocks some shots. I think otherwise the Lobo would have actually managed to... would have been killed by the tanks if they didn't shoot into the ground. The radar seems to be not quite close enough to be killed by the splash of the Lobo. One more shot, and there's actually two Lobos here now, so there goes the PD. And the question is, has that bought enough time to actually allow Popo to defend? He's going to get a good trade here on this side, but there's more tanks coming in. And yeah, this engineer was nicely hidden back here, but now he comes forward and he just gets killed again. And whoa, Swackle dropping into that expansion. Nice. Nice move. Artillery. Okay, he's building some air factories up here. A lot of reclaim left on this side of the map. Two NGs are dropped onto the plateau. What are they going to do? Reclaim this NG, I guess. And now reclaim the factory. But there's Lobos here. Oh, there's still a PD alive. He's only killed one of the PDs. Both the NGs go down. This expansion will be lost. And the position looks just really good for Swackle. I'm not sure how the eco is so similar. What's up, Ron? But I'm not sure how the eco is so similar, but it's not going to be for long because this is dead. And this will be too. Well, there's still one mech alive here somewhere. Swackle tried to make an upgrade there for a second, but does not have the eco for it. The energy eco. He's building some more PGens. He's going to need more than that to actually make an upgrade. You should probably, at this point, you could probably cancel the upgrade, honestly. Oh, Popo trying to take both plateaus. Wasn't Swackle like 2.2k before? He was close, yeah. I don't know if he reached 2.2, but he was definitely close to that. So Popo is going to try and get more of the map by taking both plateaus. He still hasn't killed this PD, by the way. And he's got in the middle mexes. And Swackle has actually, he's making T2. And he actually can't afford it now. I didn't actually realize it was T2 rather than the gun. The gun, he would be stalling right now, but T2 is a bit cheaper. He's just lost everything to one bomb. Oh my god, 1 HP. A 1 HP tank. That's all that remains. Will it burn? Yes. Thank you, Ryan. Popo steps forward. T2 land is completed for Swackle. Swackle also has some Tech 2 economy in the form of mass extractors. He does not have a P-Gen, but he has one under construction. He's got a Sparky. TMD will be built. And T2 on the ACU is going to be completed soon. You can hide in this pond, by the way, but it's quite shallow, so I'm pretty sure you will easily be able to be ground fired by Tech 1 artillery. Plateau is taken, and one of the beauties of this plateau is actually the civilian reclaim. I would advise you don't kill the other civilians, just kill the PD and then move back with the artillery and then manually reclaim all the buildings. That will give you the maximum amount of mass from that. Swackle moves in and his formation is appalling because of these hills here. So although he actually has more, he probably should still run in. Popo should not chase this at all. He needs to get a PD up fast and get the reinforcements out. He's really wasted a ton of time with the ACU. I will definitely say that. He got some control, but he wasted a lot of time. Now Swackle's going to have T2 and guns. Swackle's just going to march out, and he's also going to get some units across here because he'll be able to meet up in the middle. Popo with no upgrades is going to suffer shortly. And on the other sides of the map, he's going to suffer versus Tech 2 land because he does not have any Tech 2 land. The transition to Tech 2 is not so great for Swackle, I will say. He's not got NGs in the base. I don't know where they've gone, because he did have some NGs. But he needs more engineers. He needs more Tech 2 factories. He's making 2 more. Also, the HQ not having double adjacency is quite a crime on this map, I will say. No adjacency at all when you could have double adjacency. Yeah, that's a bit sad. Potential for a good raid on this side because there's virtually nothing here. 1 PD won't last long. There's 1 factory there. Swackle steps forward and he's going to build a PD first. He's dropping his units way far back. Like, that's risky. There's time here to just run over him. What the fuck? No. It's mad the gaps that are available. And Swackle, what? He's just walking in to all of it. And Popo retreated his ACU as well. And now Swackle's going to get away with it, I think. I'm pretty sure he is. Like, what part of that made it? Oh my god, the overcharge actually went way off course and managed to hit something by accident. Holy shit, that was awesome. But, yeah. There are some major gaps that people just walk into and then they just get away with it. That curve shot was awesome. And Popo with no upgrade is actually going to be able to escape. I mean, there's actually no need to allow him to escape there, I'm going to be honest. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter. Swackle's in such a good position. Even though he doesn't look so amazing on the scoreboard at the top. Actually, Popo just doing way better on reclaim. That's keeping him in the game. But there's no way it's enough. You know, he does have T2 land. He has a good transition. He's got... That's some nice assisting there. Ground assist, wow. Yeah, now it's not so nice, actually. Because we're just walking around. But, oh, another factory. There's no way he can afford these. Yeah, he's going to run out of mass shortly. Actually, 3 of these factories are idle. He's dropped back a very short distance to make the gun. With no assistance. But he does have PD to defend himself. Which is good. However, he has now lost this position, which is absolutely critical. Does have a T2 mechs up here, which is nice. He doesn't have TMD. And there is a Tech 2 ACU in the middle. Swakkel, if he can find some mass, and he actually does have mass for TML right now. Now would be a great time to make one. Like, you can see where he's standing, he can hit this mechs and the entire base. So I would definitely be investing in a TML right now. And sending my Tech 2 units to defend and hopefully even retake this position. Some walls here are not a bad idea either. You can easily plug some gaps, funnel some units into more favorable positions. You also really should be getting juicy reclaim from the civilians. At this point, Swakkel is 2 and a bit thousand mass ahead. He's trying to build a shield. It looks to be moving slowly. He's gonna oh god. Get the overcharge. Oh, that's filthy. Mobile shields come in. Yeah, I mean, do you need a static one that costs 600 mass when you can use some mobile ones? Popo's gonna move in. Put the pressure on. Does he have any MMLs? No. Shield goes up. Popo retreats, then moves back in. There's no way that this is being retaken. On the other hand, oh, where are the grenades? The mongoose grenades. There they are. They didn't really hit the right spot though, sadly. But still, all of these tanks are doomed. There we go. Those are some nice nades. And yeah, no follow-up units on the right-hand side means that Swakkel's going to take it. And now it's just a balls to the wall push into most of what your opponent has from Popo. And he's really running out of units. Somehow this triad refuses to die completely. 1400 mass killed. Yeah, that's bad. I would say that that's bad. Now 10k mass difference, that happened quickly. And really, Swakkel should just march forward with his ACU, allow the engineers behind him to get the reclaim. And Swakkel can kind of do whatever he wants. Because he has everything, he has all the mass, he has the map control. And he's actually walking away from his ACU with all of his units. That's the one thing you would not do. Fuck off with your... That's just so stupid. Why? It's not even in range of anything. It's so dumb. Good job Swakkel for... Well, good job Popo for Control King there. What's up, Mark? How's it going? Wow, look how stacked those NGs are. This is what excites me. You fit how many NGs in one spot? Bro. Yeah, Popo, I don't know, he's got a bit to learn. Like he's kind of stuck around that 1800 mark. There's some questionable decisions, some questionable micro, I guess, and also some less than stellar eco management at times. Swackle, meanwhile, less issues in all of those areas. Nice T3 mechs on the way there. He did have like 6k mass in the bank. He's not even spending his mass and he's making a T3 mechs. Dedicate a small series to critiquing a set of Popo games. No. Why would I do that? The lad might deserve it. I mean, we cover his games and that's what we'll do. I'm not gonna create a series around him or anything. What's your opinion on civ structures, especially factories and flak on ladder maps? Flak, that is not neutral. It's kind of, I mean, it depends where it is. But sometimes it's right next to your base, and that's terrible. Factories that you can capture are OP. It's insanely strong to be able to capture factories. So if you want capturable factories, then like you need to think very carefully about why you want that and what the hell they're supposed to do on the map or provide for the map, because capturing factories is just OP. Capturing costs no mass and it's twice as fast as building. Good morning, swarthy guy. Very true, Storm. Okay. I think that we are going to leave it there. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for the donations, guys. From Requiem. And J Steel, don't forget to like if you haven't already. And see you soon for more videos. Until next time, have a good one.